You know what else is great? Jazzercise. Get you some leg warmers, a headband.
Headband. Headband.
Get you some leg warmers, a headband.
Left fluttering behind. I like to think that Fleet Street would have devised a more inventive sobriquet than the Balloon Man, but...
Sobriquet. Sobriquet.
Devised a more inventive sobriquet than the Balloon Man, but... I like to think that Fleet Street would have devised a more inventive sobriquet than the Balloon Man, but I do enjoy the inadvertent E. Cummings reference.
Inadvertent. Inadvertent.
I do enjoy the inadvertent E. Cummings reference.
Well, I haven't actually been assigned to the case.
Yet. Child abductions and serial murders means...
Abduction. Abduction.
Child abductions and serial murders means... Holmes. Crescent Street, Astoria.
Crescent. Crescent.
Crescent Street, Astoria.
Sherlock, they lost their daughter.
Last night I discovered a direct correlation between the quickness with which the killer dispatched his victims...
Quickness. Quickness.
Between the quickness with which the killer dispatched his victims... Between the quickness with which the killer dispatched his victims and the extent of their parents' media exposure. I could show you the spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet. Spreadsheet.
I could show you the spreadsheet. Obviously, you bought this at another time, presumably from the liquor store on Atlantic, where you purchased the case of Prosecco you have in your pantry.
Pantry. Pantry.
Just the case of Prosecco you have in your pantry. The way, presses, to be precise. One old, one quite new, less than a year. The pattern repeats itself with your two corkscrews.
Corkscrew. Corkscrew.
The pattern repeats itself with your two corkscrews. Dispatched to an address less than 2 blocks from the Castillo home. Sirens blaring.
Blair. Blair.
Sirens blaring.
You
know what, Watson? I take it all back. I'm beginning to find the chatter.
Chatter. Chatter.
I'm beginning to find the chatter. I'm just reviewing the details of the case in my mind.
I'm sorry, were you talking to me? Because I thought I was just a cavernous expanse between 2 ears.
Cavernous. Cavernous.
I was just a cavernous expanse between 2 ears.
For a brief stretch in London, I talked only to a phrenology bust I kept in my study.
Phrenology. Phrenology.
I talked only to a phrenology bust I kept in my study. It wasn't the same. I realized that when it came to listeners, I preferred animate to inanimate.
Inanimate. Inanimate.
As I preferred animate to inanimate. It's quite a breakthrough, really.
Angus, I'm glad I made it to the animate category.
Animate. Animate.
I'm glad I made it to the animate category.
Just got a hit on our Polo. Car 5, you still got the eye?
Yeah, driver's a male, white, wearing a hoodie.
Hoodie. Hoodie.
Yeah, driver's a male, white, wearing a hoodie.
Intentionally, of course not. We're talking about a kid here. A kid that's been traumatized, maybe even brainwashed.
Brainwash. Brainwash.
A kid that's been traumatized, maybe even brainwashed.
A kid. Yes? Support the proposal, don't support it, doesn't matter. My conversation with Adam may have been aborted, but...
Abort. Abort.
My conversation with Adam may have been aborted, but...
Kept me from falling asleep. I was valedictorian. I'm just...
Valedictorian. Valedictorian.
I was valedictorian. I'm just...
2008, the FBI interviewed all 35 of the employees of the company that fumigated the campus home, but failed...
Fumigate. Fumigate.
Of the company that fumigated the campus home, but failed to elicit any strong suspects, and they eventually discarded their theory when no connection to extermination was found in or around the homes of the...
Extermination. Extermination.
Extermination was found in or around the homes of the Castillo's route. They think I'm a subscriber looking to send a belated tip.
Belated. belated,
Looking to send a belated tip.
Given the givens in this case, the DA felt he had to offer that deal. Now, I know the media has broached the possibility of Adam.
broach, broach,
I know the media has broached the possibility of Adam. The immunity deal is on the table.
But why hasn't he taken it?
Because he's been traumatized. He's
traumatize, traumatize,
She's been traumatized. He's hard.
Is that why you've been hesitant to sign the immunity deal?
Would you turn in your dad?
I'd trade my dad for a tic-tac, but...
tick, tick,
I'd trade my dad for a tic-tac, but... Samuel Abbott. He dominated Adam. I was expecting a more virile man. Just seemed...
virile, virile,
Expecting a more virile man. Just seems a bit... feeble.
feeble, feeble,
Virtual palace compared to Samuel's room. All he had was a stained mattress and a tattered sheet.
tattered, tattered,
All he had was a stained mattress and a tattered sheet. You injured your hand trying to open a window in your room. The master bedroom, that's where the broken pane was. Samuel...
pain, pain,
On the pillows in the smaller room, I found nothing but Samuel's hair, stringy and grey. York...
stringy, stringy,
stringy and grey. York... Doesn't happen very often. I thought you were a dullard. You're actually...
dullard, dullard,
I thought you were a dullard. You're actually...
As for how I turn the tables on him, let's just say it's not very difficult when your captor has an IQ south of 90.
captor, captor,
Your captor has an IQ south of 90.
I just got an email from my friend from the DA's office. He said the language from the immunity agreement is pretty ironclad. Adam
ironclad, ironclad,
agreement is pretty ironclad. Adam
Abducted him on April 3rd, 2009.
Right, yeah, blonde boy, he cried a lot.
Well, I'm sure you could reminisce all day. Still,
reminisce, reminisce,
I'm sure you could reminisce all day. Still, Balloon Man. Thing is, Samuel Abbott broke 3 vertebrae in his back on March.
vertebra, vertebra,
Samuel Abbott broke 3 vertebrae in his back on March. I believe he was in traction the entire time. Difficult to abduct and murder a young boy when you feel...
abduct, abduct,
Difficult to abduct and murder a young boy when you feel...
I have an immunity deal.
For crimes committed in consort with Samuel Abbott.
consort, consort,
Crimes committed in consort with Samuel Abbott. What happened? You get bored while your playmate was in hospital.
playmate, playmate,
You get bored while your playmate was in hospital. Right now, I'm full of energy, ideas, momentum. What kind of tea is that?
drowsy time tea detoxifies and cleanses the system.
Now is
detoxify, detoxify,
Detoxifies and cleanses the system.
Now is see everything with a new light. You'll see. We'll have solved 3 cases by nightfall.
nightfall, nightfall,
Solved 3 cases by nightfall.